How good will the new Calgary Flames perform? Let's find out. I'm going to start by saying we are using a custom roster, so any overall / superstar ability differences that you may notice are all based on the person that made the custom roster. I think everything's fair. I think it's more fun when everyone has superstar abilities. The amount of people that have it in the base game isn't as cool. If you notice things that are different, I didn't do it. I just downloaded a custom roster to make it easier for me to make videos like this. So shout out to everyone who makes custom rosters, because you're the real MVP. But yeah, there's this big trade that happened. You may have heard of it. Might have exploded the hockey universe just a little bit. Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar to the Calgary Flames for Mr. Matthew Tkachuk. It's very easy to say that Calgary won the trade right now. We'll also have to wait and see how they handle the situation, because if they don't keep Huberdeau or Weegar and they have a miserable season, then obviously Florida wins the trade. But if they can somehow either keep Huberdeau and Weegar or turn them into more players and go on a good run this season, then obviously Calgary wins the trade. And at first glance, it definitely looks like Calgary is coming out on top of that. But this is the lineup roughly that they'll be running this year. Obviously, players could change lines. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know exactly what they're going to run. We have Huberdeau, Lindholm, and Mangiapane on the first line, Toffoli, Backlund, Coleman on the second line, Dubé, Monahan, and Lewis on the third line, followed by the fourth line of Lucic, Rooney, and Ruzicka, because there's always one player that I have to mispronounce their name. And on defense, top four looking really good. Mackenzie Weegar, Christopher Tanev, Rasmus Anderson, Noah Hannafin. And I always forget how to pronounce this guy's name, because I know it's not Killington, but I'm going to call him Killington because that's what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure that's not right. And then Nikita Zadorov pairing with him as well. Backup position, Dan Vlader. And then Markstrom in the starting position if he can have another fantastic season. They shouldn't let in that many goals. Introduction aside, me mispronouncing a bunch of player names aside, we are doing 3 seasons. We're going to replay the 2022-2023 season 3 times to get varied results. See how they do. Probably not a Stanley Cup winning team realistically, especially not in the game, but I'm actually really excited to see how they play in real life. They went from looking like an absolute dumpster fire to actually putting together a pretty decent squad. So I'm interested. Let's see how NHL 22 thinks they're going to do. I will see you at the end of season number 1. Sim number 1, we take a wild card position, finishing with 97 points, 44 wins, 29 losses, 9 shootout or overtime losses. Jonathan Huberdeau leads the way point-wise with 94, but goal-wise, holy Lindholm. 46 goals for Lindholm, 47 assists for 93 points. Then after the 2 90-point getters, we drop all the way down to 69 for third on the team with Mangiapane, dropping 31 goals. We had 4 goal scorers with 20 or more. Toffoli only having 15, same with Monahan. Huberdeau not keeping up his 100-point pace from last year. I'm going to quickly go look if Mr. Matthew Tkachuk did that. He only had 61 points in Florida, 14 goals, 47 assists, so that's kind of a yikes. Defensively, Rasmus Anderson was our best player with 53 points, only 5 goals. Most goals from a defenseman went to Tanev and Weegar with 7. Weegar getting 41 points, being a -3 overall, and dropping 41 penalty minutes. So interesting stats for sure. Markstrom, 916 save percentage, 2.57 goals against average, winning 36 of 66 games played with 6 shutouts. And in the backup position, not getting bad stats, 914 save percentage, 2.62 goals against average, only 8 wins in 20 games played is kind of a yikes though. First round opponents are going to be the Colorado Avalanche, so we have our hands full to start. Can we beat them? Probably not, but you never know with this game. We win, and we win. Why not sweep the defending Stanley Cup champions? Well, we don't get it done, so the choke is possible, but it doesn't happen. 5-4 overtime win in game number 5 to move on to the second round where we face Minnesota. I think we'd beat them because we just beat Colorado, but we win. Okay, maybe this is going way better than I thought it was going to go. And our defense is pretty good. Offense wants to play, then we're going to go far, and they are playing. We win in 5 again. This is going fantastic, but now oh no, what did I just do? We're out.
What an idiot.
So I was supposed to hit stop simming, and I didn't hit stop simming. So we just lost to Edmonton in 5 games, so we made the conference final. That was a very anticlimactic finish. I'm sorry. My fat thumbs are letting me down once again. But the Tampa Bay Lightning win the cup. What a shocker. Points-wise, we're looking at Jonathan Huberdeau with 18 to lead the team, 15 for Lindholm, 10 for Weegar and Anderson. Goals, Lindholm with the most with 7. And then Huberdeau had 6. Looking at Florida, Matthew Tkachuk in the playoffs had 9 goals for 13 points. He was second on the team, 4 goals, and then 5th on the team for points. Markstrom playing well with a 9.23 save percentage and a 2.41 goals against average. No shutouts. Definitely not his fault that we lost. We just couldn't beat Edmonton, but then they choked in the final, so better them than us, I guess. Still gonna run 2 more seasons because it's fun to get 3 different results. See if it's consistent or if it's varied. I'll see you at the end of year number 2. JK, we got awards to look at. I'm so close to forgetting every single time. I don't usually do awards, but I like to do them in these videos. Austin Matthews for Art Ross and Hart. Hale McCarr wins the Norris. Lady Bing going to Kaprizov. Calder goes to Boldy. So shout out to Boldy, I guess. Conn Smythe, Kucherov, Vezina, Leonard. Georgiev getting the William Jennings. Pellick gets the Bill Masterson. Landeskog gets the Selke. And Ted Lindsay, Matthews. Maurice Richard, Matthews. Okay, so Matthews cleaning house. Second sim, we do virtually identical, which is cool to see, actually. We only get 1 more point with 1 more overtime / shootout loss. 44, 28, and 10 being our record. Once again, on top for points, Jonathan Huberdeau with 83, 24 goals, 59 assists. Goal-wise, Lindholm with 40, dropping 30 assists for 70 points. Anderson on D, actually 3rd on the team for points with 54. Mangiapane, 21 goals. Toffoli, 21 goals, 50 points for Mangiapane, 46 for Toffoli. We had 4 players with 20 or more goals. Once again, defensively, we're looking at Uyghur. He had 10 goals, 26 assists for 36 points. -1, 34 penalty minutes. Markstrom, 917 save percentage, 2.43 goals against average, winning 34 of his 64 games played with 6 shutouts. And in the backup position, 10 wins out of his 20 games played this time around, 910 save percentage, and 2.46 goals against average. Good job, Dan. And if we're looking at Tkachuk, he had 25 goals, 29 assists for 54 points, being the 3rd best for points on Florida, 2nd best for goals, Barkov with 31 and 77 points. We're starting this time with the Battle of Alberta, and I won't sim the whole series by accident this time, I promise. We are going to start with the first 3 games. 3, 2, 1. We lose, and we lose. So we're just not better than Edmonton, which is realistic. And we get swept in the first round this time around. That is a yikes. I like the consistency with this roster, though. Everything's seeming kind of consistent. It's nice for a change instead of the random pull from a hat stats that we're usually seeing. See if Edmonton wins the cup this time. They actually do. So shout out to the new Edmonton Oilers. I don't exactly have much to look at for us when it comes to points in the playoffs, but Rasmus Andersson, 1 goal, 4 assists in 4 games, leading the team with 5. Huberdeau, 5 assists for no goals. Lindholm with 3 goals. Mangiapane with 2. Weir with a goal and an assist. Markstrom only a 901 save percentage and a 3.5 goals against average, so that's not exactly great if we're looking at Edmonton. Jack Campbell, 22 games played, 92 save percentage with a 2.41 goals against average, helping them quite a bit. Then McDavid and Draisaitl doing McDavid and Draisaitl things. Hyman had 20 assists for no goals. That's kind of funny, actually. And it would appear that Florida did not even make the playoffs this time around because they are not here, so I can't even look at their stats because none of them exist. Very interesting. Art Ross goes to Johnny Gaudreau on the Columbus Blue Jackets. He also gets the Hart Memorial Trophy. Hale McCarr getting the Norris again. Lady Bing also going to Gaudreau, so he must have had an electric year. Calder Boldy again. Conn Smythe goes to McDavid. Kemper in Washington gets the Vezina and the William Jennings. Mata with the Bill Masterson. Matthews with the Selke. Ted Lindsay, Gaudreau obviously, and Pasternak actually had most goals in the regular season, winning the Maurice Richard. And I obviously had to look at Gaudreau. I see they still have Bjorkstrand on this lineup, which is not the case IRL. But Gaudreau, 45 goals, 69 assists for 114 points. Great things in Columbus with Patrick Laine, who dropped 39 goals, 37 assists. In our third and final sim, we finished 41 at 29 and 12, so our worst season yet, only getting 94 points, but we are tied for second in our division. We'll be playing in the playoffs one final time. Huberdeau leads the team in points once again, 20 goals, 62 assists for an 82 points. Anderson second on the team for points with 62, 20 less than Huberdeau, only dropping 9 goals, but 53 assists and goals. Lindholm leads once again, 34. Mangiapane had 24. We only had 3 20-goal scorers this time around. Toffoli went off with 19. Looking at Mackenzie Weegar, he had 11 goals, 23 assists for 34 points, a -2, 58 penalty minutes, but that's nothing compared to Zadoro's 84. A bad backup performance for Dan with 11 wins out of 29 games played, 888 save percentage, 3.52 goals against average. But Markstrom, 30 wins out of 61 games played, 6 shutouts for a 916 save percentage and a 2.45 goals against average, brings us to the playoffs. Matthew Tkachuk finished with 15 goals, 38 assists for 53 points. We're playing the LA Kings in the first round. 3-2-1. First 3 games gone. We win, we lose, we lose. Okay. We steal game 4 to tie the series with a 4-1 win. It seems like none of the games are close. Whoever starts out hot, coming out with the win. We win 3-2 in the first close game of the series. The 3-2 victory, 1 game away. We have 2 chances to close them out. And we don't in game number 6 with a 6-5 overtime loss. So we're finally getting the fancy sim. First period, tied 1-1. Huberdeau bearing on Quick, Fiala on Markstrom. Do it again, 4-2 LA. Huberdeau scoring again. But Kempe, Arvidsson, and Perron. Why is they must have traded for him? I didn't notice a trade, but they must have traded for him because he's not supposed to be there. Interesting. It's gonna work though. It's gonna be good enough to send us packing. We're playing with 17 minutes to go. We're playing at 8 times speed. We tie. We tie. I wish we score. We're 1 goal away from tying, thanks to Tyler Toffoli. There's still a chance. It's not over yet at all. We're running out of time. 6 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. No, we tied. Jonathan Huberdeau with 4 seconds remaining, and we're going to overtime. Huberdeau completing his hat trick, bringing us to overtime with 4 seconds remaining with their season on the line. I'm going to jump in. We're going to watch the overtime. I still haven't shut off the commentators. I'm never going to do it for the rest of this year. I already know. I will see you when a big play happens or the goal happens. The second lines are on the ice. We got Roy to Kadri. They got Nazem Kadri. Bro, they actually signed Kadri too. What is LA doing? This is a sick team, actually. He has so much room. He's going to snipe it. He doesn't go for the shot. He goes there. Oh my. And we take a penalty. Elbowing? I didn't even know elbowing was in the game. Apparently it is when you're watching. I know it's not online. Kevin Fiala. It's right there. They score. The LA Kings crush the souls of the Flames. Huberdeau's magic was not enough to carry them to glory. They're out in round number 1. Look at the stats and the awards, and let's wrap this up. And Toronto, of course, wins the cup in the final year. Thanks for giving me false hope, EA. Huberdeau, 3 goals, 5 assists. All 3 of his goals coming in game 7, which is pretty hype. Lindholm with 4, Anderson with 1, Coleman with 4 as well. Foley and Tanev with 2. Couple more all around. Uyghur finished with 0 goals, but 6 assists for 6 points. Markstrom, 912 save percentage, 2.84 goals against average. Not the greatest for sure. Does get a shutout in there. Florida did make the playoffs this time around. And you're seeing Kachuk all the way down here. No goals, 3 assists, -2, 7 penalty minutes. Definitely having a rough go in Florida so far. Art Ross and Hart go to McDavid. Norris goes to Yossi. Goodrow with the Lady Bing. Bouchard with the Calder. Conn Smythe goes to Matthews. Vezina goes to Shesterkin. William Jennings goes to Samsonov in Toronto. Interesting. Bill Masterson, Adam Larson, Frank Selke, Matthews, Ted Lindsay, McDavid, and Maurice Richard, Max Pacioretty in Carolina. Imagine this is a reality. That would be amazing. How will Calgary perform next season? 2 first-round exits, 1 conference final exit. If you get the first pill, the conference final appearance, I'm sure you're going to be happy. The other 2, probably not as much, but thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.